come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the 50, Stafford. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bennett completes this quickly. Touchdown! 2-2 Atwell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
I don't know what's wrong. But I know he just
Extra
hit
point
it.
by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, I just started smelling. Okay.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
You okay, baby?
And this This will
He
be
cried to get up
sales
here, and then when he got up here, he cried to get down. I don't understand.
about set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended
He had to
today,
what?
and I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Love. Being chased out left. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action this time with Love.
Oh my Lord!
Force it in and it's intercepted.
I mean,
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Thank you.
Intercepted, and they move the ball forward. First down, Love to pass. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, pick your game up. Watch the edge. Watch the safety creep. Check, smash.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to be stopped
Yo, what?
up at about the 47.
Your book bag? No.
About this Rams defense.
Wow, what happened?
Trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting
people
to be
next
better,
door?
getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Third and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to get to the 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Love. Well,
Damn.
rifles one, and that's going to be
That nigga's on
intercepted.
everything.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away? And take control of this game.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This now a 3rd and 4. Stafford. He's got his target.
Why the fuck is he wide open? Darnell Savage. Why the fuck are you guarding that nigga?
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Stafford on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Damn, bro.
Just a couple yards shy of the end
Hold him. Thank you. Bring him back.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock it back.
Yes, stop.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Thank you, bitch ass nigga. Thank you, bitch ass nigga. Thank you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing
He had corner day and all that shit.
Right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike the 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
No streak. No chance. Seven's a Mike. Mike's in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Maher is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to. Wait.
On 3rd down, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans.
Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Love, they go play action now. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Love now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Check. Ready.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back.
Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Bennett back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
To the air again, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. That's caught, Puka Nacua. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and 10, here's Bennett. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Zach Evans, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
35's the mic.
Love now to pass on first down. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On play action, Love to throw. Looking sideline and connecting with Watson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check, 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 check. Check the backer, check the backer.
Watch out.
And now Love going to change things up.
Slice blue.
35's the mic. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 35, Mike 35. I know he ain't got it. 35's the mic. Watch the
Go pink.
Mike 35, Mike 35. I got one.
Blaster. 6.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw now, here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air again, Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. A give running right is Evans. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 from the 44. To throw is Bennett. Going up top for Kupp. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
2nd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Van Jefferson. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add 6 to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Rams 31, Packers 7. Brett Maher sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Here's Love. Flushed out right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Back, back, back.
On the ball.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Drill 52. Hurry, hurry.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
35's the mic.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
52 blaster. Rail, yellow. Ready, go.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Single receiver. Single receiver.
Looking to throw here. Bennett. Flush to his right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Let's bring it.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Love. Rolling to his right. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Love looking to throw it.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
That's complete to Dobbs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake. Love. Throw out wide is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check three.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Back to throw. Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We got right.
Spike 60.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Get in the weight room. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Go.
And Bennett will look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Love wants to shift things around. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing. Love. Over the middle. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Jones again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Stafford here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second and 10.
Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Hey.
Jefferson moving in motion left.
Check, 59. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Play action. Stafford. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down and 3.
We got double tight. Double tight. We got 3. We got 3.
They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check your hot read.
Evans running straight ahead. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 10. A give up the middle to Evans. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Get that ball.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. And you talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Los Angeles, there will be a few sighs of relief, no doubt, in that locker room as they get their first win in 9 tries. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the